First thing which you can see opening our GeoPortal is the map of Europe. The website has three main elements: map, panel with tools, and searching window. Map can be controlled in the same way as Google Maps. Mouse with the scroll is the best way to move around. Left click and hold to move the map. Scroll forward to zoom in. Scroll backward to zoom out. Alternatively, you can use icons with plus and minus to change the scale. In the bottom left corner you can find the legend explaining the symbology used on the map. As default you can see parameter called land productivity. Single left click on the map to see the value of land productivity for specific pixel. In top right part of the map there are few buttons. First one, called Layers, allows you to hide or show the thematic layers and modify the opacity of them. The next four buttons are used to change the map which is displayed in the background. You can choose between default Google Maps, satellite imagery, simple bright map, or go back to the default one. Just below you can find the button which extends the map to the full screen. To go back you can click it again or press Escape on the keyboard. The right panel is used to select one of the tools which were implemented within the Mail project. Let's talk about the productivity layer. It is the result of the workflow designed within the project Mail, where a number of pan-European databases were combined to generate the final product. The whole process of how we prepare this layer you already know from the sections A, B and C. In the final product, every pixel has a value from 0 to 100%, where 0 means the worst and 100 the best productivity. Additionally, we can divide it into three classes. Class 1 with the best productivity, Class 2 with moderate productivity, and Class 3 which indicates areas unsuitable for afforestation. Creating the final map, we excluded some land cover, land use classes, because by definition they cannot contain marginal lands. However, maybe for some reason you don't want to exclude, for example, protected areas or peat bogs. To change it, just use the tool called Exclude Regions by Land Cover. Another useful tool is called Exclude Regions by Productivity Values. If you want to display only pixels with the high productivity, let's say above 50%, you can do it here. Enter your threshold and click Apply. You can notice that now we can see fewer pixels than previously. The next tool is more complex and powerful and is called Factors Importance Selection. As you know, our product is based on three types of factors. First relates to terrain and soil, the second to sustainability, and the third to productivity. In each group there is a list of parameters. Here you can decide how important they are for the final value. You can play with them and click Apply or Reset to the default values, which are adjusted according to our methodology. Another very useful tool is called Productivity Classification. Here you can choose how our final values are divided into 3 classes. You can enter the threshold values manually, use the percentiles in 2 ways, or divide it equally into 3 zones. In this tool, we have additional options. We can perform the division for a specific country or even for a specific region or of a selected country. If your area of interest differs from official borders, we can draw it manually using an option called Select Area. You draw one or more polygons and click Apply. One additional feature is the histogram for the area which you selected. On this feature, you can see how often specific productivity values occur in the area of interest. The plot can be downloaded as a vector or raster image, or in the form of table with values. Rest of the tools will be explained in the following subsections.